Hi everyone, in this video we are going to see how to do the stitching practice. This training will help you to achieve a neat stitch when you stitch a complete garment. Let's move to the video. For stitching practice, so I have made some designs like this. You also cut a fabric like this, square pieces. So you can use any scrap fabric. I am using a muslin cloth here. So initially try to use the cotton fabric. Don't go with any synthetic or any other fabric. Any waste scrap fabric which should be cotton. In one square piece of fabric, you are going to practice square neck and U-neck in next one, and third one is going to be like this V kind of neck or V kind of stitch. To do any designs, this will help for sleeves and for neck also. Same this one also, like to finish the necklines and for highlighting the sleeves, you need to practice these designs. So you have to practice this type of stitches also. This will help you to get the control in your machine. So this one will be third, and fourth one, actually this will be the first one. First you have to practice straight line, how to stitch it in a straight line. But here I'm going to show you how to make tucks and how to give the stitch if it is 1/4, like seam allowance will be giving in a dress 1/4, half inch, 1 centimeter. In such cases, how to stitch exactly on the line by placing the seam allowance. So I'm going to teach that in this fabric. So first I'll teach 3 lines how to make a straight line. After that I'll go to the square neck. So always this is industrial machine, jack machine. So when I start stitching, it won't stuck. It will run very neatly and proper. So sometimes in portable machine, when you are using a portable machine like Usha, Janam, Honda Stitch, Allure or any Singer machine, this thread will get stuck. When you are starting, this thread will get stuck. So to avoid that, always hold the thread at back side when you are starting. When you are going to start the stitch, hold the thread at back side, start, give a reverse stitch and continue. Now no need to hold it. Only when you are starting the stitch you have to hold it. After that the stitch will come smoothly. And so keep your left hand on top of the fabric and right hand back to the footer by holding the fabric like this. So your left hand should push the fabric like this forward and right hand should hold the fabric at back side. So left hand should have the complete fabric control like this. Lock it in the end. So you have to push the fabric smoothly. So don't rush and put your fingers in the needle. Do it slowly. So for straight stitch, this left hand and right hand technique what I am telling you now will not help that much when you stitch the sleeve, when you attach the sleeve to the bodies and when you stitch the U-neck. This technique what I am telling now, that will help you a lot. So first practice a straight stitch like this. So after finishing square I'll teach you how to make 1/4 stitch and tucks in this. Now take the square part. So here you can see I have made multiple lines for the square. So in this case what you can do, first you can learn wider square neck. So when you keep on move, there will be very narrow square neck. So when you reach this point, your stitch should be perfect and you should be able to control your machine. So when you are buying a machine, if you are new to sewing, don't go directly and stitch any garment. Practice for 3-4 days. The machine control should be with yourself, the tension, and you should know to adjust the thread tension and everything. Go through the manual, be thorough with the machine and start the garment. So when you reach at this point, you can see here, this is the place for turning. Come till here, give a stitch. So you can see the needle is exactly on the place where we need to turn. Now drop the needle inside the cloth, lift the footer and turn the fabric like this. So wherever the sharp edge is there, you have to, like for example if you are going to make a V, so you have to go straight. So the turning point you have to drop the needle, lift the footer and turn. So wherever, like triangle, like whatever design which is having sharp edge, you have to drop the needle, lift the footer and turn. Now continue the stitch. So like this, practice all the squares. So I'll teach the final one. So like this, you practice the square neck. Next, U design. So U design is very important. So here there is no sharp pointing, it is curvy. So in such cases, what you have to do, you should not drop your needle and turn immediately. You are going to lift the footer and stitch here, but immediate turn you should not give it anywhere. You have to turn smoothly. I'll show you here how. So you can see my hand. So according to the shape, you have to turn your fabric. So this design will help you to finish the sleeve. So to attach the sleeve to the body armhole and to attach the lining to the main fabric in the sleeve part and in the neck part, you have to place your hand like this, make the fabric flat and run the stitch very smoothly according to the shape. So like we do here. So slightly I am turning, I am not just turning like this. See. So I am lifting my footer, but I am not turning immediately. It was like this. I am just turning slightly. So here you can see the needle is like this, the needle side is like this, but the stitch has to turn like this to make a curve. So slightly, not immediately I am turning. See, slightly, just twist your fabric like this. So like this, complete all the U shapes. I'll go to the extreme end, this one. See how I'm stitching this. So now we came here the U is little narrow, slowly. Make sure your U shape is not changing. Smoothly how to give a curve like this. So completely how to practice all the lines. Next, these designs. So why I'm giving this designs is, so these U and square is having enough space to run a stitch and turn. But here if you see, immediate, like if you give 4-5 stitches, immediately it will come here. You have to turn again, immediately next turn. So when you reach at this stitch practice, you should be able to control your machine footer. So then only you can able to do these type of stitches very neatly. Drop the needle, turn. Continuous U shape we are going to do now. Our hand movement is very important when you stitch this kind of design. Next, little wider view. So this U shape will be narrow and this will be little wider. See my hand movement, that is very important. So here I'll show you the difference between this U and this U. So here if you see, the U's are getting joint. So in between each line there is a joint. But here there is no joint. Okay, the shape is like going here and forming another wide U. So in such cases we are going to turn immediately. So I came like this, drop the needle, lift the footer and turn. So next is square. Square and triangle, V, everything will be simple. Tricky part is U and this narrow U. Practice that a lot. So when you reach at this point, you should be able to run the machine very fast. So that is a task for you. So immediately, no time taking, you have to finish it fast. So at the turning point, you have to drop the needle, turn the footer, tuck tuck you have to do. So that is a stitching practice. Done. So next we'll see straight line fabric. So see, in piping places, and if you want to do any binding stitch or using the straight strip, if you want to create any piping effect, you have to fold the fabric minutely. So we'll see how to fold the fabric minutely and stitch. So here I am folding, and also in some fabrics you can see the plain fabric, there will be some stitches, minute stitches, straight lines like this. That is called tucks. So you can call this as tucks also. When you practice this tucks, it will help you to give that piping, I told you, piping effect. And if you want to give a very thin contrast color finishing in the neck, so this stitch will help you in the many places, mainly when you are going with the designer dresses. So this line I am folding here. So if you see in my machine, there will be a measurement guide. In all the machine, this measurement guide will be there. 1/4, ½ inch, 3/4, 1 inch. So here I want 1/8. So to finish the tucks, minimum seam allowance should be 1/8. So see, this is the footer. When I place the fabric like this, if it get aligned with this first line, that is 1/4. So if it get aligned with this line, when I place the fabric like this, if it is getting aligned with this line, ½ inch line, that is the seam allowance is ½ inch. So again when I move and keep it like this and aligned with this line, the seam allowance, the stitch what you are going to give is 3/4. So 1 inch. So using this guide itself, you can give the straight stitch, very neat stitch. So now I want 1/8. So in such cases what you have to do, you have to keep little away from this footer. Like I'm going to keep only till this. So this is 1/4, half of that. I'm going to assume in the half of the line I'm going to keep here. And give the straight stitch. should not move away from this place. Okay, again fold the next line and give a stitch 1/8. So like this you have to form a tucks to your dress. So you can see like this. Now first I have explained you 1/4, 1/2 inch, 3/4, right? So I'll show that now. I'll turn the fabric so it won't get confused with the lines. So assume that I want to fold and stitch 1/4 now. Fold it like this. Fold the fabric, and to confirm this folding is whether 1/4 or not, you can use this guide. I'll show you how. We have to give the stitch in this extreme edge. So the fold is exactly in the line of 1/4. So you have to fold it little by little, align with the line and stitch. The same way, if you want the fold to be 1/2 inch, if you want this fold to be 1/2 inch, fold it like this and just align with the 1/2 inch line like this. So if it is more, just adjust the fold to the 1/2 inch line like this. So from the needle, the fold should be 1/2 inch exactly. So like this you can use this machine guides to give a perfect finishing. Now comes to the final part, very important one, dot practice. So in blouse, salwar, so whatever garment we choose, for a perfect fitting we give a dots. So just I'm going to draw a dot here. The waist dot will be usually like this. So without any measurement, just like this, just like that, draw the shape and start practicing. Fold it in the middle, lock it in the beginning and stitch slowly. If you are a beginner, if you have not yet done any dots, practice this. When you practice, stitch slowly. See? When you reach at this point, it should be pointy. It should not be blunt. Lock it at this point. Like this, and you open. When you open, see, the finishing should be like this, without any wrinkles, without any blend. So you can see the cup. Okay, so you have to stitch the dot like this. So the waist dot shape will be like this. Draw a shape like this, 5 to 10 shapes, and practice this dot. Next, armhole dot. Take any curvier part. So the armhole part will be in straight line. Also you can practice. I got the curvier fabric, extra fabric this is. So I'm just drawing a curve there. So the distance between this dot should be 1/4 on both the side, overall 1/2 inch. Fold it like this. So this is the place where the dot ends. So waist dot is very simple actually. This arm dot, and you'll have some center dot near the hook. That dot will be very minute, so you should practice to get a perfect finishing without any wrinkles. So when you reach at this point, make it sharp. So when you are giving the reverse stitch, the stitch should not go out of the shape. See the finishing? It should be like this. There should not be any difference. When you reach at this point, it should be flat without any wrinkles. So next, if you see center dot will be overall 1/2 inch. It will be straight only, overall 1/2 inch and 1/4 on both the sides like this. Okay. fold it like this and practice. Dot finishing is very important when you stitch any designer garment. Not even designer garment, the basic blouse itself you need a perfect dot finishing. See. When you see in the right side, it should be flat like this. But if you see, the waist dot is not that flat. It is giving a perfect shape because the angle of the dot we have taken like that. But this dot angle is little lesser. It's just ½ inch. So these dots, when you turn to the right side, it should be flat. Almost it should be flat like this, plain. So hope I have covered all the designs in stitching practice. So practice this everything. Hope you like the video. We'll meet you with next interesting video. Bye bye.